We are pleased to National Football with the echoes of Kansas North end zone. The Bucs were introduced to are all set as their guys. Hi again, everyone. Davis and Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make.
You can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest?
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for Andrews last week: 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll run on first down. Person. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 78 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So
no, that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
that one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on. As there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Back to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike, back up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Shrugs off another. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 38. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for New England. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
I got 15. I'm coming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Flush to his right.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Chase Claypool.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And it's 21-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So at halftime, we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Second half straight ahead. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And to give this time to the tailback.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? All right, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. I got him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1. He's good. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. More and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
2nd and goal from the 1.
He'll try again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 5th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Chase Claypool.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Patriots are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. Now a handoff as they run left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool, 29 yards.
And the Patriots are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just... They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,